As we look at the growing number of black women running for office, this as President Biden chooses a black woman to replace Justice Stephen Breyer on the Supreme Court. ABC's Rachel Scott has more.
A busy week ahead for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, heading to Capitol Hill to meet with senators before her confirmation hearing, just days after making history as the first black woman nominated to the Supreme Court.
One can only come this far by faith.
Over the last year, black women have broken barriers from the White House to the highest court in the land. In this midterm election, a growing number of candidates are chasing history too.
We can be more than organizers and staffers and volunteers, that we can be campaign operatives, and that we too can be candidates.
Our nation has never had a black female governor. Several candidates are hoping to change that, including South Carolina Democratic State Senator Mia McLeod. What challenges have you encountered?
People may already have formed opinions about what a governor of South Carolina looks like, because no black woman has ever even announced to run for governor in this state. But I believe that I can change that.
California Congresswoman Karen Bass leaving Capitol Hill to run for mayor of Los Angeles.
It was not an easy decision after serving 6 terms in Congress to decide not to run again. But that's an example of the extent of the crisis in Los Angeles, that I would do that.
If elected, she would become the first female mayor of LA.
I think that black women are stepping up and running and leading in ways that we've always been leading. To me, I think the difference is that now we're being acknowledged.
Democrat Sherry Beasley, North Carolina's former Chief Justice, hoping to become the 3rd black woman ever elected to the Senate.
People are really tired of this partisan rankling. And as I'm talking with people, what they really want to focus on is making sure that somebody's going to fight for them and be an advocate for them in Washington.
Experts say campaign finance has served as a barrier for female candidates. There are a record number of black women currently in Congress, but none are Republicans. In Sacramento, Air Force veteran Tamika Hamilton is hoping to be a fresh face for the party.
The biggest thing for me is that black people know that there's a home here, and they're going to find that home with me. With the Republican Party, it has to be bigger than the Democrats are so bad. We need to bring balance back. We need to bring new, fresh ideas.
A wave of black women hoping to close the gap, one race at a time.
Black women aren't a political monolith. And so we should be charging our party system to support black women candidates, Republicans and Democrats.
Rachel Scott, ABC News, Washington.
Joining us now is our ABC News Deputy Political Director, Avery Harper. Avery, good morning to you. It's always great to have you. So let's start with President Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. It's an important week ahead for her. Democrats really trying to move quickly in the confirmation process. What are you learning about the next steps here?
Right. Well, we know that Democrats want to move very quickly on this. They have plans to confirm Judge Jackson before the Easter recess, which is on April 8th. And we know that the next steps for Judge Jackson are to meet with senators across both parties ahead of those confirmation hearings. We do know that the last time that Judge Jackson was confirmed, that was just in June of 2021. She got 3 Republican votes. Now, that is not guaranteed this time around. And so Democrats are going to need to keep their party in unison in order to take advantage of the fact that they have that 50-50 split in the Senate for the vice president in order for her to be the tie-breaking vote. So we'll be watching that.
I want to turn to President Biden's State of the Union address coming up on Tuesday. Americans facing a variety of economic concerns, rising inflation, and now worries of higher energy costs because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. How is the president expected to reassure the public?
Right. Well, if you talk to folks at the White House, there are hopes that the president uses this speech in order to figure out how to convince the American people that the economy is moving in the right direction. If you look at our latest ABC Washington Post poll, 75% of Americans say that the economy is in not a great or a poor place. And so that is going to be a concern for this White House going forward, on top of a new crisis that is the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So that is something that we're going to be be continuing to watch closely on Tuesday. There are also reports that the president could be taking that message out on the road after the State of the Union.
And not to mention the pandemic and the way to a new normal. Avery Harper, we always appreciate it. Thank you. And tune into This Week later on this morning for two big exclusive interviews. George Stephanopoulos goes one-on-one with White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki on the latest on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Plus, key Republican Senator Tom Cotton discusses the confirmation battle ahead for President Biden's history-making Supreme Court nominee.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.